What's up, guys? It is Saturday. The live show's tomorrow. This is the beginning of the vlog. It has been one crazy week, but yeah, hopefully you guys get some value out of this week's vlog, even though it's only going to be maybe 1 to 3 days long. There's a lot that I can talk to you guys about. I just finished my last podcast style video giving you guys just some tips on, you know, kicking your butt into gear when it comes to your side hustle or your business. So if you missed that, go check it out. I will link it. And yeah, hopefully you get some value out of that. It's been a pretty intensive week when it comes to filaments and models, so I'm going to go over these. I also have become a new member of Twisty Prints. I was going through the Patreon yesterday and I thought I would talk to you guys about it. And yeah, so lots to see in this week's vlog. The table is, you know, I still have a lot of work before tomorrow morning, but I will get to it. All these baskets are Mother's Day baskets, bundle deals that I'm doing for the holiday. Over here on the printers, pretty much all Twisty Prints, I think. We've got the Yeti, we've got the werewolves, we've got the zombie dinosaurs, and we've got the fairy zombies. And I think up here are pharaoh cats. So just a whole bunch of awesome stuff, all Twisty Print. What's up, sweetie?
You know that is toy dinosaur, not like a zombie dinosaur. Zombie dinosaurs would not have button eyes.
Oh, it has button eyes?
Yeah, that's why it's a toy.
Oh, it's a
Toy dinosaur, because that's why zombies do not have like button eyes, right?
Oh, okay. So we've got a lot going on. We are running a little bit behind. There has been a lot of mishaps that have happened this week, including the upstairs neighbors flooded and then it turned into a waterfall in my apartment. So y'all know who've been following me, I'm in a very small 2-bedroom apartment in Vegas. It was very temporary before we got into the 3D, which we started in November. So yeah, we're going to be moving very soon, like within 60 days. So a lot's going to go down. I'm going to bring you guys along the way. We did make some stuff, some really cool stuff. I'm excited to show you these glow in the dark and our coasters. This is actually based off of a model that our friend made. We blew it up and then we put a little hole at the bottom to fit this light in, but it was a little bit off, so we need to make the hole a little bit bigger so you can actually fit the light up in there. This is using the transparent filament, and then this is using glow filament, and then the sticks are heat changing, so you see my hand holding the sticks turned it green. Just a really cool functional retro plant model that we're super excited about. And then the dragon vase, it's not as heavy duty as I want it. It's still on like the light side, so I want to do this one again, but it's beautiful. I'm probably gonna put it for sale on Sunday. This is the free gifts I'm giving away tomorrow. We did a lot of dinosaurs this round. I just really wanted to test out some filament. We got some raptors in the Landu. Let me turn on my light. I've got raptors in the burnt titanium. Really cute. I believe this is Flexi Factory. This is the new filament that we got. I think it's called, I'll put it on the screen here and tell you guys, but this filament plus I think this filament are both from that company and we absolutely love it. Look at this dragon, by the way. This is a wolf dragon. We've never done one like this, and he's pretty big and beautiful. I'm excited.
And we got the goat dragons.
This is our goat dragon. This is our discount dragon. We did the Landu purple nebula in the baby fox dragons, so I really dig that filament too. He's also in that dragon skull right there. This is also the tri-silk from Landu. Just some really great filaments. I'm so excited with all of them. I'm completely out of gold, and I'm so sad because I have 2 projects that need gold. I have the Pharaoh kitties, and I have Queen of Hearts from Twisty Prints. So then we've got a Stegosaurus. We've got the Wendigos, and I didn't know that they were keychains, so I probably wouldn't have printed him out, but they're really cute, and they're a cute small size. We also did some little reapers. The back of him, always check the bottom of your plates, you guys. I don't know why this was like that, but he was colored. We got some We got some Goombas, and we did...
And we got this guy from Mindy.
Yeah, we got him from Mindy, and we got Stripe, which, with his grumpy face. God, I just am so happy with some of these Patreons lately. This guy is a Griffin. Oh, his wing fell out. I'm going to have to pop it back in. This is a Griffin from Twisty. And I got to glue in the tail still. See, it'll fall out. But here's the filament of that matte green with purple. The Twisty prints are definitely for a very niche crowd. They're all very creepy cute, but they're very intense jobs. A lot of them take, I think one of them took almost 40 hours, I think, on a lot of these prints. They also flush with 2 big Flushies. Speaking of Flushies, I know you guys really want to see Flushies, so I will go ahead and do a Flushie tutorial for you guys. So if whatever you are doing on your plate, if you have a lot of colors changing, you don't do this if it's like one filament. If you do a lot of color changing, especially on anything Twisty prints, his stuff is very intense. If you are going to put a Flushie on here, you're just gonna go up here and click add, and you're gonna put in the model that you want. And then what you do is you just right click it, and then under flush options, you're gonna put flush. You're gonna make sure all of these are checked. And then once all of those are checked, when you hit preview, that's when you're going to see this number right here. That's the number that you're messing around with. So if this number is very high, you definitely want to do some Flushies. Now, so this did really well, and you can see the pattern that it's going to make on the Flushie. So pretty cool. It doesn't always work. It's definitely dependent on your project. So don't think that you can do this on any print, even if it is multicolored sometimes. So the Twisty prints, the Pharaoh kitties used to be 4 colors. We brought him down to 2 colors just because it was going to be like 2 days long with 200 grams flushed. So this is now 100 grams flushed right here. So it's still an intense job. It's still wasting a lot. I really don't think I'm gonna do them on a mini just because that reason. It's not cost effective because you wanna put Flushies on here. Sometimes though, I don't know if I still have it open. Let's see. Here's another one that I'm flushing with the Yetis. I don't have my Queen of Hearts open, but when I do next time, I will hop on and record. But there's an example there where it's still flushing 200 grams after having 2 giant Flushies on the plate. So it's real easy peasy, but it's not going to work for every project that you bring up. So definitely play around with the numbers, see what happens. So one Twisty print just finished, and we've been experimenting with these guys. Sometimes they're too big and sometimes they're too small. So these are on the big side, and they were 4 colors and they looked awesome, but they were just too long. They're just way too long. I let Eliana, my 6-year-old, pick out these colors. So these are actually her little tiny dinies that I thought they would be. They are not so tiny after all. And they are not so zombie-like. I guess she was right. They're more toy-like. So, yeah, these are pretty cool. We're going to get those cracked. And, yeah, so the show is tomorrow. Oh, my God. All right. So the show is tomorrow, and Eliana has been in here. This was all set up all nice. So I gotta clean this up real quick, and then yeah, we'll let you guys know how the show goes, and maybe I'll see you in the morning before we start, or maybe we'll just cut to right after the show goes tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you in the next clip. What's up, guys? The show is over, and while it was really a slow show, it's because it's a holiday, and it's always like that. When it's a holiday, you know, people got stuff to do. They're not always shopping. So, you know, I did not advertise my show. I just, lots of stuff going on. But I will show you some stuff that sold. The wolf dragon found a home. And then the dinosaurs were definitely great. Flexi Factory dinosaurs are always very popular because they're just great designs. They print really well. There's so many different color combinations that you can do to, you know, make them look different and unique. The Raptor is one of my favorites. So I sold both Raptors, both Triceratops, and both Stegosauruses. So I fit 2 to a plate and they're all gone. I didn't sell a T-Rex, so we still have 2 T-Rex on the table, as you can see. But you know, it's fine. I like my T-Rex, and you know, things don't always sell right away. So, you know, it'll be there and then it won't be next week. So, our discounted dragons, we did these at $6. They both sold. So that's awesome. And then the wolf dragon, we had somebody purchase one of those. So also, yeah, people are like, why are you gonna make dragons? Well, that's because that's what people want. You know, they're cool. If you don't think they're cool, then all right, that's cool with me. You don't have to print them, but I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people like mythical creatures. People like Lord of the Rings. People like Game of Thrones. Like that type of stuff is very popular. So I know there's a lot of hate for the people who print dragons, and I don't know why. It's just doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we did make Yetis. I didn't sell any, but it's okay. He's cool, but you know, the twisty print models are really hard to navigate, because something like this, you know, something like this, and where's this pink dragon? Something like this, and something like this. I mean, they're all 100%, and they're all just different sizes, and they're not all uniform. On top of that, they waste a lot. So the project that I want to do with the queens would waste 200 grams of filament with 2 Flushies. I think I was trying to say that in the last clip. So even when you are making stuff with your Flushies, I mean, the bed isn't big enough to get all the waste, and that's how wasteful these prints are. So for twisty prints, I do not recommend for beginners. I don't recommend for people who are new at printing or who are very trying to do this for a business. If you do it for a hobby, that's one thing, but this is not the most cost savvy Patreon account. I just want to, Eliana. I look away for 2 seconds. You guys seen it first. I look away for 2 seconds and she comes and creates just chaos. Okay. But you know, after the show, the table always has a little bit of chaos. I did not sell a Reaper. He was not sold. Or the Griffin. The Griffin didn't sell. This is also twisty prints, which, you know, like, why are we why? Like, to me, this is why I'm going to start printing my own or making my own models, because why would, Luis and I were discussing this, why would you be okay with this? I like him. He's great. But do you guys see one thing with him that just doesn't make any sense to me? Like this flat piece right here. Why not just print it standing up so you don't have that? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm excited to, you know, I'm getting patrons to learn more about how they're doing this. How is twisty prints compared to the joints on Cinderwing? You know, Cinderwing has probably the best articulation out of everybody that I've ever printed with. You guys, let me know in the comments, what is your opinion on these specific creators. Now, Vunk has some really great stuff coming out. He's gotten a lot better back from when he had all those dangly things, and I did not like the dangly models at all. As you can see, I don't think I have any old Vunk models in my in my collection so far, because yeah, I got rid of those and never printed them again. But now that he's making the chibis, those are fantastic. I can't wait to see what comes out throughout the year. I'm excited for that. My opinion on Cinderwing is I think that she is getting lazy. I'm not talking about the Rose Dragon. The Rose Dragon is beautiful. But, you know, the Quackaduck thingy and the Bunny Dragon and the Snapdragon was the ugliest dragon I've ever seen. I didn't print any of those. And I wonder, like, is she just making so much money that she's just lazy and not really thinking about it? Because there's nothing that's been good. with her stuff lately. What do you guys think? I'm just on a Patreon rant right now, I guess. But yeah, anyways, the show went really well. We are going to, it's Mother's Day. I think we might go to dinner somewhere out here in town. We do have to move and find a place to live. We're thinking the Summerlin area. Any Vegas peeps watching, let me know. What's a good neighborhood to be in? Oh, you know what we did do is what are you doing hanging out in the closet? We did put up a couple spoolies, a couple spoolie racks. So we still have a box up here. We still have a whole row up here of filament. So we're hoping we could probably do 2, maybe 3 more. But you know, we're moving. So I'm just like, I don't know. It is Mother's Day. I got some awesome stuff made for me. So that was really nice. I got some flowers and I got a Mother's Day card. And then I got some dragons. I love these. I'm actually surprised. I did show these off on my show if anyone wanted them. Nobody wanted them. I think they're awesome. So I must be a big fat weirdo, right? So anyways, lots of stuff to do this week, and I'm not sure when I will close out the video, but I don't think I will yet. So we'll see you guys in the next clip. Goes it, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are moving things right along, getting some stuff done. There's been a lot going on this week that doesn't involve 3D printing, so I am a little bit behind in getting stuff taken care of, but I've got a full plan of plates to do, so I'm going to show you guys those. As you can see, all of my printers are off right now, but we did do some prototyping last night, and I'll show you what we are thinking, because I did tell you guys that I'm starting this Etsy shop, and I haven't been posting on there because I realized most of my items I just wouldn't put on Etsy, you know, for obvious reasons. Well, I could put bookmarks and I could put like skull bowls, but it's very unlikely you're gonna find somebody that really likes the same thing that you do when it's very niche, like, you know, like a kitty bookmark. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's not the most functional print, you know. So I haven't been putting anything on it because it's kind of a waste of my time at the end of the day doing Etsy, but I still want to try and build an Etsy shop just to help you guys learn some stuff too and see what happens. So we did some prototyping on these video game holders, and so far I really love this one. This one is an octopus, as you can see. And it's got little eyes that you glue in, but he still has some supports on him. Here we go. He still has a support in his eyeball right there, but the eyeball goes in. And this is with the really beautiful green and purple I've been showing off this last couple videos. This one, in the Landu Purple Nebula, this one holds either an Xbox or a PS5 remote. So the octopus is, how does this go on? Okay, I don't even know how that one works. But this one is universal. It holds either a PS5 or an Xbox. I think so. Yeah, so that one's universal. This is a Minecraft cube that holds a PS5, and I have to get the sports off and get that ready. But then here is a skull and the burnt titanium, and this one is for the Xbox controller. So these are what I'm going to be putting on Etsy as a order to print type of thing. I haven't done that yet, so I'll let you guys know how it works. We're gonna try the 3D, like the print, like you buy this, I'll print it and send it. We're gonna try it out. But I love doing my live shows. It's very unpersonal compared to how I do live shows, and I love talking to people. I love, you know, I would rather, I don't know, I would even rather do markets than be a full-time Etsy shop owner. I just don't like the man. You know what I mean? I don't like the man, all right? You guys have figured that out about me. So we're gonna go ahead and get some stuff printing. Let me show you what we're up to. All right, editing Jen here. That last clip got all messed up, so I'm just gonna go and show you guys what we're doing now that my printers are actually working and running. So right here we've got these little, they're called flatwoods from Art Twisty Prints. These are just, they're, you know, if you guys are looking for a modeler, I would have to say I don't suggest Twisty. I mean, look at, even with these two big Flushies, you're still flushing almost 100 grams right here. It took me a long time. As you can see, I have even another plate here that I was working on to try and get those numbers down. So even this dinosaur is a Flushie. And it's just, if you print just one, oh my goodness, you're wasting 3 times the amount of filament you're even using for the model. So it's just not great if you are just starting out. There's a lot of, you would be wasting a lot, and you would probably be wasting a lot of money with his prints as someone who doesn't really know what they're doing yet. So these are definitely not for the novice. So here we are doing some really cute flexy mushrooms. This is from Artflex. Artflex has a lot of great stuff, so definitely check him out. He's a great modeler on Patreon versus Twisty. This one did still have quite a little bit of flushing. I got him down to 42 grams flushed with these 2 big Flushies, so or 48, so still quite a lot of waste on this model. And then we did get the peacocks in. This is also, I think this is Artflex still. And he's going to take 3 different plates. So we're running the heads right now with 4 Flushies, because that's how many it took to bring these heads down, which we're only wasting 34 instead of close to 100, I think it was. But look at how awesome they're going to come out. I'm excited for these Flushies. So those are the projects that we have. We're also working on the Cheshire Cat. I have made the Cheshire Kitty before in this size right here. I think this is scaled at 60%. This is, yeah, 60. So this guy is, I think, double. Yeah, we have him at 120% with 2 big flushes. I'm excited. We have his colors. We're going to get him on the printer and going, I think. Then we'll only have the A1 Mini to get going. There are my Twisty prints for the interesting little nymph thing. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of creature from like the woods of Virginia. I don't know. So we're going to put the Cheshire here. We've got the little mushrooms working right here. And the peacock heads are coming out. Now, I showed you the peacocks looked blue. We are not doing that. We are using the CMACIV right here. Can't really see it. So it's going to be an interesting peacock nonetheless. So yeah, that's what's going on for this Wednesday afternoon. We do have maintenance over fixing plumbing issues. So lots is going on the back end that has nothing to do with 3D printing. So I'm going to stop the vlog here. If you are new to my video and you want to see other models that we've done, all of my vlog series show what we've printed each week. And then if you have any questions, most of the time that information can be found in the description below. And then if you want to find out any more information about 3D printing in general, I have a whole playlist of my podcasting series where I just give you my perspective as someone who is a complete beginner at 3D printing and what we've learned along the way since we started back in November. So feel free to check them out. I have them both linked down below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate every one of you guys who subscribes to our channel. And happy printing, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye for now, everyone.